Good evening to the Dover Federal membership. Welcome to our 64th annual Dover Federal Credit Union meeting. I would like to call the meeting to order at 6 p.m. Hello again, my name is Corey. I'm the board chair. On behalf of all of us at Dover Federal Credit Union, I would like to extend a warm welcome to each of you to our 2022 annual membership meeting, which for the record is being convened at 6 p.m. Please join me as I recite the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing while we observe a moment of silence to remember and to honor those friends and credit union members who have passed away. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for taking that moment of silence. I would like to introduce those that are in this meeting with me this evening. Chaz Mrzicki, the President and CEO of Dover Federal Credit Union. Michelle Mack Williams, the Board Governance Committee Chair. John Van Tyne, the Supervisory Committee Chair. And Mifanywe Bonella, our staff attorney. While conducting business, as you make a motion as you make a motion or a second to that motion, please do so by responding to the prompt on your screen so that the secretary can properly record it in our minutes. At this time, as the chair, I would like to appoint Denise Cotman to be the recording secretary. At this time, I would also like to appoint the parliamentician. The chair appoints our staff attorney, Ms. Mifanywe Bonella, as the parliamentician for this year's meeting. We must assure that we have a quorum present so that we may begin. Since our bylaws require only 15, we do have a quorum. And for the record, the secretary has advised me there are 31 members logged into our virtual meeting. At this time, the meeting minutes from 2021 annual meeting has been provided electronically via the website. The chair will consider a motion to suspend the rules and to approve the meeting minutes of last year's annual meeting minutes without the reading. Do I have a motion? Please follow the instructions on the screen. We're just giving you all time to cast your votes on the electronic versions. I have the motion. Do I have a second? Thank you. I do have the second. Motion carries. At this time, I will be reading the report as the chair. Thank you again to the Dover Federal Credit Union membership and family for joining us at our 64th annual meeting. I would like to take a moment and say a special thank you to the board of directors who volunteers their time. And I would also like to say a special thank you to the full DFCU staff. The spectacular teamwork and collaboration between the board of directors and the senior management made 2021 another great year for the credit union. If you speak to different people, you will probably get a number of different responses of how people would describe 2021. In my opinion, I would say 2021 was a transitional year. As the board chair, it was important for me to be well-informed, engaged in industry changes, and inspired so that I can project vision for the future. There was two separate quotes that I held on to as I navigated through 2021. The first quote is from Robbie Shell, which reads, and I quote, "Transitions in life can offer opportunities for discovery." I'm going to say that again. Transitions in life can offer opportunities for discovery. And the second quote is one of my favorite. It actually comes from one of my favorite books, the Bible. Proverbs 3, 5, and 7 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and I shall direct your paths. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil." As we entered into 2021, the main focus for the board of directors was to make sure we had the right person in leadership, a person who could fulfill the vision and the purpose of this organization, a person who could build a team and could take us into the future. I'm a firm believer that everything rises and falls on leadership. As a board, we understand there is much room for improvements. However, we are pleased with the progress thus far. Exceptional member service, prudent investments, member security, and creating the best work environment is continually a part of the board and management strategic discussion. We are excited because in spite of the pandemic, we are progressing, thriving, and most importantly, helping our members financially. In my conclusion, to all the DFCU membership, you guys rock. Thank you for your continued support and patience. May we continue to be an organization that empower our members to have the financial freedom to reach their full potential while making their dreams come true. Thank you. At this time, we're going to have the report from our president, Chaz.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us at Dover Federal Credit Union's 64th annual meeting. It is truly hard to believe that another year has come and gone, and we're halfway through 2022. When we planned this meeting, we didn't know what the state of the world would be and how COVID would be, so we are obviously virtual once again this year. It is our sincerest hope that we will be back in person next year. 2021 was a very interesting year. And the only way Dover Federal Credit Union navigated the turbulence was because of the incredible team that we have. Even during the craziest times of many of our lives, we saw our team give 100% and make a difference. Team, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your steadfast support of our organization. Without you, we would not be here today. I truly appreciate your hard work, determination, and perseverance. To our board of directors, thank you for your unwavering support and dedication to Dover Federal and our team as well. As volunteers, you give significant amounts of time to ensure that Dover Federal is on the right track, and we are forever grateful for that. Over the past couple years, we have all been forced to pivot and evaluate and reevaluate many things. One thing for certain, your unwavering support for our team and our membership have helped guide us to better places. Approximately 5 years ago, the executive team and the board of directors worked tirelessly to create a new 5-year strategic plan and a new direction that would carry us into the future, and have spent the last 5 years executing upon that plan. The plan brought forward the strategic pillars of culture, community, financial literacy, and legendary service. And in 2020, we added the strategic pillar of inclusion. Collectively, these pillars have guided almost every decision that we have made over the past 5 years and made it possible to live out our purpose, to help you get there, wherever that may be. In 2020, we added the strategic pillar of inclusion, as I just said, as part of our diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. Our belief is that if we are not being intentionally inclusive, then we are being unintentionally exclusive. In 2021, we continue to make strides in this area, both internally and externally. As a team, we've worked hard to do our part in ensuring we were bringing equitable solutions to a world that is not always equitable. As a financial institution, we have had the ability to play a unique role in creating equity in our members' lives and the communities we serve. We sincerely believe that trying to do our very best to be part of the solution rather than part of the problem is key. 2021, like 2020, continued to offer many challenges that we had to navigate through. We were forced to shut down our lobbies at times. The amount of calls coming into our organization continued to be at an all-time high. And as a country, we saw some of the biggest labor shortages that we've ever experienced. Those labor shortages have affected almost every business in our market and in our country. And Dover Federal Credit Union, unfortunately, was not immune to the world around us. Well, COVID has got a bit better. The lasting effects, such as this, are still lingering and will continue for the foreseeable future. These items have made it more difficult to deal with us at times when calling in or coming into our branches, and for that, I am truly sorry. We have done many things internally, including increasing our minimum wage and implementing technology to help those things out. Our team is the bedrock of everything we do, and we feel strongly that we must take care of them. While the last couple years have been extremely difficult, the team and members of Dover Federal rallied and are emerging from the pandemic as a stronger institution. While the pandemic did indeed cause many changes and stressful times for us all, we're emerging in a strong position. Some of the highlights of 2022 are as follows. We continued to strengthen our financial position by rebuilding our capital, continued to diversify our balance sheet, and had a very successful year when it comes to net income with almost $4.3 million in net income. As I mentioned above, a strategic pillar for Dover Federal Credit Union is community. And even though COVID has caused us to pivot a bit, our dedication to our community and improving society remains steadfast. Our commitment to giving back was evidenced through the following awards. We were named 2021 First State Favorite Credit Union. We were named 2021 Reader's Choice Award. We were named the 2021 Habitat for Humanity Sponsor of the Year. We were named 2021 Credit Union Legislative Action Council Top State Fundraiser. We have been nominated for the 2022 Kent County Large Employer of the Year, which will be announced next week. And last, but most importantly, and for the first time that Dover Federal Credit Union is announcing this publicly, we have been voted by our team members as the News Journal Top Delaware Workplaces for 2022. Dover Federal continued our product, service, and technology overhaul that you've seen over the last few years. Some of the things that we did in 2021 were implement video banking, implement a new loan payment technology, as well as new application technology that made it easier to do business with us. We implemented the Clarity Credit Score to better help us assess risk and attempt to get to your approved for your loan requests more often. We implemented contactless debit and credit cards. We created a business intelligence department. And in addition, we rolled out many new products. We rolled out the Your Choice Home Equity Loan, which is a home equity loan that combines a line of credit and a fixed rate product into one, so you can choose whatever fits best with your finances. We rolled out a Teen Choice and a Clean Slate checking account. We implemented our savings jar program that allows your debit cards to round up and transfer to your savings account. We implemented a low interest rate credit card balance transfer program to complement the credit card that we rolled out last year. In 2021, we had to continue to adopt new ways of doing business, which admittedly was a struggle at times. We did not get everything perfect, but during these crazy times, we did give it our all. The environment we have operated in over the last 2-ish years is something like most of us have never experienced, and most of us hope never to experience again. I truly appreciate the patience you have shown and will continue to show as we navigate the future together. Thank you for your continued support. We have a lot of work to do for the remainder of 2022 and beyond, but we'll continue to make strides in the right direction. As Dover Federal continues to move boldly into the future, I thank each member and each team member for your commitment and continued support of our organization. Thank you for joining us tonight at the 64th annual meeting. Have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you in person next year. Sorry about that, folks. I am going to introduce John Van Tine, who is our Supervisory Committee Chair.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here this evening and to be the chair of the Supervisory Committee for Dover Federal Credit Union. The committee's primary function is to ensure financial soundness and stability in order to safeguard our members' assets. And this we accomplish through ongoing reviews and audits to ensure that records are maintained properly, honestly, and accurately, and to verify adherence to policies established by law and by the Dover Federal Credit Union Board of Directors. The committee meets on a monthly basis to review and discuss internal controls as well as auditing matters. We also serve as a direct resource for reviewing and resolving member complaints that cannot be resolved through normal channels. To assist in accomplishing our goals and objectives, the Supervisory Committee engages the services of an audit company. It is the role of this audit company to conduct reviews and issue reports by performing agreed upon procedures which are approved by the committee and conducted in accordance with the attestations and standards established by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. For 2021, RKL LLP conducted a financial audit, and the committee is pleased to report that no major findings were reported. The Supervisory Committee also engaged RKL LLP to audit and express an opinion on Dover Federal Credit Union's financial statements. The firm has reported, in their opinion, the financial statements of the Dover Federal Credit Union for the year ending December 31st, 2021, presented fairly in all material respects, results of its operations and cash flows for the period in conformity with accounting principles generally accepted in the United States of America. Dover Federal Credit Union also has an internal auditor on staff to ensure daily functions are in compliance with policies and internal controls. The internal auditor provides information, objective analyses, independent appraisals, and recommendations concerning activities reviewed to promote effective internal controls and operational cost savings. Additionally, Dover Federal Credit Union is regulated and examined periodically by the National Credit Union Association. This examination includes a review of the financial condition, quality of management, risk exposure, and areas of regulatory compliance. The Supervisory Committee is confident that Dover Federal Credit Union is a financially sound, well-managed institution, and our members' assets are effectively safeguarded. We will continue to make every effort to further enhance our oversight of this credit union's operations to ensure that the best interests of all members are served. And those on this committee, besides myself as chair, are Denise Freeman, Andrew Mansek, Rachel Schletzler, and Kim Warfield Walker. And we thank you for the opportunity to be able to serve the credit union in this capacity.
I would like to take a moment and thank Chaz Renzicki for his CEO's President's Report, and I would like to thank John Van Tine for the Supervisory Committee report. At this time in the agenda, we're going to move on to unfinished business, and at this time, there is no unfinished business. We're going to also move on to new business, and at this time, there is no new business. Next, we're going to have a report from our Board Governance Committee. Chair, Michelle Mack Williams. Thank you.
Good evening. The Governance Committee, consisting of Lenora Brooke, LaShawn Pryor, Corey Thomas, and I, had a robust list of applicants this year to apply to sit on the board. The comprehensive list was reviewed for the best possible candidates to serve on Dover Federal's Board of Directors while ensuring bylaw compliance. As with past years, the annual meeting is the time when the term of 3 directors are expiring. To fill those positions, the Governance Committee hereby nominates Anthony DeMarco, Jeanette Schuler, Mark T. Harvey. While the credit union continues to grow and change, the committee has been responsible for promoting candidates year-round and recruiting as needed. The credit union's environment is continually changing with new regulations, new technology, and better ways to help our members. We look forward to working with our fine new board of directors. I thank my fellow committee members for their service during this year. Respectfully, the Governance Board Committee. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michelle, for the report. I would like to take a moment and congratulate our new board members and returning board members. I would At this time, we would like to thank everyone for joining the 64th annual meeting. As the chair, I'm going to declare the meeting adjourned. At this time, we're going to also take questions that were submitted via electronically from the members. And the questions that came through were pertaining more or less to the day-to-day business, where I'm going to have Chaz, our president and CEO, respond to those questions. Thank you, Chaz.
Thank you, Corey, and thank you to our members for the questions. Thank you for joining us here tonight. So we have 2 questions to answer. The first question is, why are auto loans not competitive with other credit unions? I can find rates online as low as 1.49%. Online, you can find anything in the world you want. Unfortunately, in our market, we are actually just about the very lowest rate that there is out there. Last couple months, we have seen the most record loan volume in auto in our history. And that is only happening because of the really low rates that we have. So again, online, you can find anything when you go looking for it, but in the actual markets that we serve, we really offer about the lowest rates that there are to offer. So that is question number 1. And question number 2 is, does DFCU offer estate planning services for members? And we do. Steve, who is our in-house financial advisor and based out of our Salisbury Road office, he does offer those services. So if you are interested in that, we can get you in contact with Steve. And that is all we have. Thank you all very much again for joining us this evening. It was a pleasure having you.